Welcome to 2023. Greetings from the new season of Random Fairway. And today I've got a bit of a mishmash because I come out here to do stuff only to find out. Look at that. That battery has went down to 11 volts because I had my cheap Chinese diesel heater on here and boom, it's went flat. So, let's not despair though. Because you remember this project? Well, it worked. So I'm going away to do a temporary install, just to show you how much of a difference that it's making. And I'm hoping that I'm going to use this as an emergency service to put power back into the battery so that I can get enough juice for this and run my cheap Chinese diesel heater. Let's see if we can make it work. So first things first, now bear in mind I'm going to be able to stick it out here, alright, because I've got a wee bit of testing to do. So, onwards and upwards. Showing my belly. That was an over 18 moment. Fucking hell. Right. Oh. And it was as quick as that. So, next thing I'm going now to do, what a bag we is, okay, there's that much I've had to put everything in. So, next thing I want to do is, I've done a video on this just before New Year and I lost it. So I'm going to integrate it into this, because what I've bought is this. It's a digital multimeter for testing things, obviously, and the reason I've had to buy it, another one broke, and this thing cost me £7. Yep, I've done it again, another tight-fisted bargain, £7. And this one works. And for those of you like me who, let's just say, even as a hobbyist and an enthusiast, do not understand the technicalities of these things, I would recommend this one. Oh, spoiler alert, got it for Amazon, no affiliated with them, come out with in pocket, blah 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 blah. On saying that, Jeff, if you're watch my videos, wouldn't mind a bit of sponsorship for your billions. Till that happens, right, we're back to I paid £7 for this. And my reason for it was I can't get my other ones to read amps. And I found out why. I blew them up. I blew that section up because seemingly, probably the easiest way to say it is, when you're using a voltmeter, right, or a multimeter, or however you want to call it. So for instance, I will switch this on to, where's my volts? This is new, so it's a different way of reading this one. So I'll go on to volts, and it's actually the grey bit here, okay? So you'll see it says 20 there, so I will turn that around to 20, and there you go. And I'm now able to start reading things at 12 volts. So, I want to go and check the battery outside. Now, that's a valid point. It says here that it is 11 volts. And because the Chinese diesel heater meter hut below the 12 volts and the power it needs to run this and draw off of it, then for safety's sake it's cut itself off. The downside to that to me is it's not done a proper shutdown, and it was 0 degrees in here when I first put that on this morning, and even I don't know how long it's been off for, but it's now sitting at 15 degrees. So it has been on for quite a while. It will have been at full temperature, so I hope it's not destroyed it. But let's go and see what this does for the battery outside, okay? So as you could safely see, positive, negative, and look at that, 11.76. So the battery is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's good news for me out there. But another investment I've bought, and this was £4 by the way. Another bargain. I've got these wee crocodile clips, right? Now I've got them someplace else packed, but the reason I bought this set is for a reason. Okay, so it looks like just two ordinary sets, the old crocodile clips, 1 to 1, and you get whatever. But they're joined in the middle, okay? And they're joined in the middle by USB, which when you separate them, there you go. So, male, female, right? Now, if I take the male side and I put it into one of my power banks, which I've got one, so brought this one out of retirement. Just hope it's in there. You go, 100% charged. Now, all I have to do now is plug this USB, okay? USB-C, fantastic, and we'll make everything USB-C. Every time I pick up USB, it's always upside down. Until I pick up a USB and go, that's upside down, I turn it around to put it in, and guess what? I fucking made it upside down. Rant over. Right, so, back to this. So I've now plugged the male side of the USB into the power bank, and when I put power onto that, I have now got power, and here's where the good bit comes, because I now clip these onto them. So that way there's no any electric shocks, I can keep them apart, I'll no blow nothing up. Alright. But there you go. So up to, this is DC. I always get mixed up with DC and AC. Well, I don't get mixed up with DC and AC. DC's direct current, AC's alternate current. Your 12 volt system is a 12 volt DC, direct current. Your 240 volt, or for my American friends and viewers, your 240, which is their 120. That's AC, which is alternate current. So if I go to that, and there you go. So that just now has not got the power going out, but I can draw certain power for it. Where's the button? There it is. Okay, so now on full power, and there you go. 5.24. I'll come back a bit for the reflection about it, right? But 5.24 now. So anything with a 5 volt power supply, I can now add power to it while I'm working on a bench. So only downside is I'm working on something that is 12 volts. Well, that'll no power it. Because I've actually got, well, spoiler alert, a future video to be done is the Sinetrack tracking device for the vehicle here. The other one blew up, and I've replaced it with just, believe it or not, another cheap Sinetrack because I liked them that much. and I went to work on it with this and it doesn't power it, so because it needs 12 volts. I digress. Back in hand now. So now we know that this works, alright, what I'm going to do is take my two ends, alright, and I'll get a plug it back into this end, alright, and all I'm going to do is just done it again, fuck. Right, so one set of the clips is now going on to what, the probes, yeah, right, and the other end, okay, this was my extension cables I bought, remember that for the previous video where I'm upgrading from 20 watt to 100 watt on a solar panel. So I know that red is red, so I take this and just clip it in like so, let it go. So this side's negative, and again do the same, put it inside, let it go, and then from here I can now start readings. Right, so this was the other cable I made. Remember I put the wee bullet point things on because they fit right into the end of these cables here. So this cable is now, it's right into the solar charge controller, and that's all I do. I'll pop the live one in first. I'll go in with the earth, and that is it. So as you can see here, over to the solar charge controller, alright, battery 2, which is the one outside, that was that leisure battery, that was sitting at 11.75, alright, that is now being charged up by 100 watt solar power. Oh, how sad he looks. Right, so say I set myself up, okay, and there you go, 11.83, which means through time very quickly that is going to change up to the 12 volt, because there's the proper meter reading there on the ordinary one, and it's sitting just below the 12. So there you have it. That's that now outside. I'm keeping my eye on the multimeter over there, so I know it's going to take forever and a day for this to charge back up again. Because, well, the problem with solar panel is that they need sun to generate electricity. Daylight, though, is enough to keep a battery topped up, but that doesn't help us. So, and the fact the van sat for 24 hours now without any use again. So to do a quick charge up, I can go and travel someplace, that would work. But I thought I would have had enough charge in the battery to keep that running, because I've sat out here for quite a few hours before. Also be saying that the vehicle has actually been sitting on a 240 volt hookup, which that means then that the battery's charging and it's sort of, you know, more than enough electric, and it doesn't affect that, which means the heater stays on all the time. So this maybe helped to clarify that. So, but there you go. That's the. We'll see how this goes with the 100 watt solar panel. I can't show you the thing because it's sitting in the corner, my multimeter. And well, I hope you've found some of this either entertainment or useful. And if you're new, welcome to Random Therapy. Go and hit that subscribe button. You've got this far, you've got to come back. So, quick spoiler alert for the end. If you've got this far, tomorrow, watch out for the video jumping up on House at Home, episode 11. The chimney is coming out. I'm going down tomorrow to do that. So, I'll see you on that one. That one is not one to be missed. Till then, thanks for joining us, and ta-ra. The button didn't work, did it?